The Cincinnati Reds. Now, our audience, over 2,000 people, filled out the rankings, and they said the Reds were the 18th best team. This was before the trade. This was before Winker went to the Mariners. So, little null and void, but it's still the rankings we're kind of just basing the order of the episodes off of. Jake, they went 83 and 79 last year. They missed the playoffs. We've had a very frustrating relationship as a podcast with the Reds the last 2 seasons. Can you tell us what happened this offseason?
Jimbo, good news, bad news? You're going to have the same relationship with this Reds team. Because even the who's in, who's out gets you a little confusing. 2 of the best lefty-righty combo guys are out. Castellanos and Winker. Sonny Gray, who was a mainstay in that rotation, he gone. Eugenio Suarez, gone. Tucker Barnhart, Wade Miley, Amir Garrett, Michael Lorenzen, Michael Givens. A lot of show dudes there on their way out. Who's coming in? Another list of kind of show guys. Tommy Pham just got signed. He'll be going in the corner outfield. Mike Minor, remember that trade? That was a little confusing. Donnie Barrels, Colin Moran, some pitchers, Godley, Dunn, Strickland, Rake Fraley, and then some minor league, Albert Armora, Jake Bowers. You're familiar with those guys. I mean, what's coming in is, but what went out was, oh my God. So that is not great for our Cincinnati Reds. Trev, couple dudes in the rotation.
They got a couple dudes in this rotation. I'm going to say that right now. Are they going to be Reds the entire year? Probably one of them. The other one, I'm not so sure. And that guy is Luis Castillo, top of the rotation. But don't sleep on Tyler Mahle, dude. Like, go check his 2021 out and what he did. Behind him, get the lefty Mike Minor, Vladimir Gutierrez, Tony Santillan. Is that how you say it, man? It could be Santillan. I'm just trying to get a little foreign on you guys. Justin Dunn. And then the bullpen, you got Lucas Sims, Luis Sessa. You guys love him. Art Warren, Justin Wilson, Jeff Hoffman. And I do kind of want to run through the lineup, James, because a lot of familiar faces here. Some really talented dudes, too. Tyler Stevenson is going to be the catcher. Votto at first base. Jonathan India, our guy, hot guy at second. Shortstop. Still probably undecided. We have Kyle Farmer here. Moose going to play the bulk at third. Then they added Tommy Pham, Nick Senzel, Tyler Nakin, and then DH probably Colin Moran. Not bad.
Yeah.
What do you got?
That's a frustrating relationship with the Reds continues because
Okay.
You talk about who's still there, and there's some guys. And then you talk, but then they got rid of so many good, like if they didn't get rid of, God, if they didn't get rid of Winker, Gray, Suarez, who I know is struggling, blah, 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 but if they didn't get rid of them, Castellanos was gone. He was a free agent, right? If they didn't get rid of those guys, wouldn't we be sitting here saying like, I like this squad. We'll see. I don't know if they got the Brewers and the Cardinals, but they're going to give them a fight. And now, what's the vibe? What are they even doing? Like they traded one of their best talents and didn't get a return. They just got salary relief. Like, how do you trade Jesse Winker and not even get prospect capital in return? I know they got some prospects, but come on, it was really they got salary relief. Which is, well, what are you going to do with that salary now? I don't know. What a frustrating relationship I have with the Reds because I want to root for them.
And I don't think it's wrong, Jim. I say it about the Rockies a lot. I feel like the Rockies dangle a little bit of bait in front of their fan base just to sell a couple tickets. And, hey, the Rockies aren't awful. Come to a game. It kind of feels like our Reds are doing that. And it stinks because Joey Votto's bounce back year, how awesome was that? Awesome. Jonathan India. Like, I bet if we did right side of the infield, how high would the Cincinnati Reds be? Like, Joey Votto, Hall of Famer with the bounce back season. Jonathan India, young stud with the rookie of the... Like, that right side of the infield's awesome. And it just has to be so frustrating as a true Reds fan to be like, so shortstop and center field, we still don't have solutions for like the 4th year in a row. Like, we're still sitting here. That's been a problem on our team, and we still don't have a solution. And now, Tyler Stevenson's a really good young ball player. I hope this is a 1-year funk for the Reds, and we're saying Stevenson's a stud, Indian's a stud. Maybe Nick Senzel, who was a big prospect, actually finds it this year. But I don't know, man. It just seems like we're going to come into next year with the Reds, and they're not in a big enough a position to actually attack free agency in the trade market, and they're too scared to dump and fully reset, which is one of the worst places to be in sports.
Well, that's what my question was going to be, Trev. If you take a look inside their war room right now, or they're like, the front offices say they have a big board of like plans, right? Mm-hmm. What would you think the plans would be? Do you think their plans are like, okay, what if we're 500 or above 500? Who do we attack? Who do we promote? Blah, blah, blah. Or is the plan, who are we trading? Votto, Moose, Moran, Molly, Sessa? Because as soon as Winker got traded, we all thought they were going to just keep going because they have more pieces. Unlike the Cubs, who we said they really don't have much to offer at the deadline. The Reds have some to offer at the deadline, and that's my guess, is that's what the plan is.
Well, what we have to figure out is, are they going to want to spend any money in the coming years? Because they can have controllable pitchers for quite some time. Castillo's under control until 24. Molly, I believe, is like under control till like 2026, I think.
No. He's got 2 years left, this year and next year.
Okay, so 2 years there. But then you got like your top prospects, like Hunter Green and this other guy I was just looking up. I got to see his name again. Lodolo, this dude's like 6'6", strikes out like 13 per 9. Like, this is, you have some guys at the top of your organization that, the stuff will play. So it kind of makes it even more frustrating when you think about it that way. If you keep Winker and, maybe you bring Givens back or what, I mean, you weren't going to keep Castellanos, I understand, but like, there's an argument there that you could have a really good rotation, and some bats that'll bang a little bit. Like, you just had the rookie of the year. Like, it seems like they were just on the precipice of something, and then they're caught in no man's land now, basically.
And that's like, I think in recent days, the Cubs have jumped them and what their expectations are. And I think it's tough for me to find a way that the Cincinnati Reds are somehow buyers at the deadline. Cubs, we talked about it. You can find a way. A couple guys click. They're the Chicago Cubs. They got more money in the bank. The Cincinnati Reds, like, even if it all clicks, I just don't see them making the next step at the deadline to try to actually be a wild card team. You're right, Trev. Those young pitchers deserve a little love. Hunter Green's hit 104 on the gun. If it clicks, that guy can be a dude. But it would be a dude for next season. So, like, I'm sorry, Cincinnati Reds fans. Some of our best friends on Twitter and followers, like, are awesome Cincinnati Reds fans. I'm normally a see a light at the end of the tunnel. I'm having real trouble finding it.
I mean, I think I would guess, you say, Trev, do they want to spend money? Like, they cleared the books with Winker, which would make you hope they're saving for something. And then if you just look at the business side of things, I mean, you got Votto and Moose making big money the next 2 years. If they can trade one of those guys or two of these guys this year and have the team that picks them up eat the 2023 salary, I think they've been waiting for a while for the end of the Votto years to fully buy in somewhere else, just because the money wise, which I don't know, stinks. They're making weird moves. I'm not rooting for him this year.
Damn.
Ouch.
I did it 2 years in a row.
That's tough. Yeah,
Did 2 years in a row, and they let me down.
all over it, bro. We were all over it. Yeah, it is tough to root for a team that seemingly is, like when you have a boat or like a, I don't know, canoe, and you're just paddling like on one side, you start to go in circles a little bit. And if I was the GM, which is kind of what we do here on these TPPs, we play our own little GM. I don't think this is the way I would approach the situation. But hey, man, I guess hindsight is 2020. But I do think there are some interesting pieces here. We always like to talk about players, that you want to watch. Like, who are we rooting for on this team? You may not root for the team, James, but give me some guys that you want to see like have a good year.
And that's, hey, let's land the ship going up a little bit.
Yeah.
Tyler Stevenson. Tyler Stevenson
Okay.
can be one of the best young catchers in baseball. Jonathan India can be like the best young second baseman in baseball. Circle those guys. Let's hope that's the future. A couple of those young pitchers, Hunter Green, Tyler Molly's getting the opening day pill. Let's get those young guys a little more bona fide and go Reds, go next year.
Go get them what?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
hey, Molly's name, is it Mali or Molly? Because I feel like we're messing it up.
I feel like I've always heard Molly.
I thought it was Molly.
Okay. Let us know, guys.
I like calling Vladimir Gutierrez Vladdy Goots, so I'm rooting for him, so I get to say that some more. I really like saying Aristides Aquino, and he kind of tapered off, so I don't get to say that a lot anymore. So I am a Vladdy Goots fan. One of the best current Baseball Reference pictures. If you guys want to go look at Vladdy Goots' picture on Baseball Reference, it's just all time high guy picture. So that's good.
Huge.
Yeah. All right. Their over under is.
Oh yeah, nice pick. Nice pick.
It's a good one, right?
Long neck.
74.5. God damn it. 3 unders in a row for me.
Jim, I'll go first. I don't know if it's going to help or hurt you, but it is the under. Just because I don't see a way this team can buy at the deadline, which means at the end of the year, you're selling is Moose Tacos on this team at the end of the year? Is Tommy Pham at this team on the end of the year? Really solid MLB guys. I just think are going to end up elsewhere, and kind of like that Cubs drive to be set up for next season. I don't know if the Reds are going to have that. Under.
The problem I have with this is I know I can't. I only have a certain amount of unders that I can give out, and I don't know if I want to waste them all right now. Feels like that's what I'm kind of doing. But
at the end of the season, Trev,
I know
we say who's smart and who's not, and I feel like I gave out a lot of sympathy overs last year.
Yeah.
And then got bit by them.
I'm taking the under because I'm a little upset with how things have gone down in Cincinnati. Hey, give Moose some run. You sign this guy to go bang. Let him out, run him out there for a full season. He's going to hit you 40 homers. Okay.
I will say this.
Under.
I didn't bet the Cubs under, and I'm not going to bet the Reds under. I hammered the Pirates under. I just put a bet. I picked up the app right away and bet it. So if that puts any weight into how we're saying it here, are you betting this one, Jake?
No, I would bet it more confidently than Cubs. I also didn't bet the Cubs, and I ran to actually make the Pirates bet. So same page.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. That's it. We came in just on time. 15 seconds left.
Boom.
You have a fun stat?
The fun stat is that from 2020 to 2021, Joey Votto's hard hit rate increased 17.5%, and his average exit velo increased 5.5 miles per hour, both the highest year-to-year increases in all of baseball. It's actually something fun to watch. Last year, they said, why are you hitting so many more home runs? And he had that stretch of 8 in a row, whatever. And he said, I'm just trying to hit home runs now. I wasn't Wasn't always trying to hit home runs before.
We didn't talk enough about Joey Votto. I love Joey Votto.
I also love Joey Votto.
Hall of Fame.
Hall of Fame player.
Okay. Thank you for tuning in for the Reds TPP. We are moving forward